Hello, boys and girls. Today we are going to learn how to read a nutrition label. And a nutrition label is an informational text because it gives us information that is true, like nonfiction. So we're going to go ahead and read through, and then we have some questions to answer because a good skill that good readers have is to answer questions about what we read. So, how to read a nutrition label. Your health is important. One of the major factors of health is the food you eat. You can make good food choices if you know how to read a nutrition label. This is a nutrition label. Number one, serving size. Pay attention to the serving size. The serving size tells you how much food is included in the nutrition facts. If you eat more than one serving, you will have to increase the nutrition facts below. So if it says serving size is 2/3 cup, that's saying that for every 2/3 cup of whatever food is in this box or whatever, then it has this much of everything. If you eat more than 2/3 a cup, then you will no longer be eating just 230 calories. You'll be eating however many you're eating more than 2/3 cup. Number two, calories. Check how many calories are in your food. You want to make sure that you eat the right amount of calories for your size. So calories are right here. If you count calories up, that's just how much you should eat based on if you're active or how old you are, how much you weigh, things like that. So that could be found there. And there's also calories from fat right here. Number three, bad nutrients. Limit these nutrients. If these numbers are high, this food is unhealthy. Only eat a small amount of as a special treat. So all of this, that's all the bad nutrients. So just want to limit that. Make sure this is very low. Good nutrients. These nutrients are healthy. You want to eat enough of these every day. So that'd be protein, vitamin A, vitamin C, calcium, and iron. It tells you the percentage of your daily intake here. And then number 5, percent daily value. This category tells you the percentage of each nutrient that the food contains. This is based on how much you should have in a day. You want the bad nutrients to have low percentages and the good nutrients to have high percentages. So you see these aren't very high, but some of these are kind of high, like iron. That's a good nutrient, so that's a good thing that it's high. At the bottom it says, knowing how to read a nutrition label can help you make important choices about your health. Pay attention to what you eat. And then it gives you a little insight at the bottom with a chart and a nice picture. So the chart says, if you're age 4 through 8, girls should eat 1,400 to 1,600 calories, and males should eat 1,400 to 1,600 calories as well. If you're age 9 to 13, females, you should be eating 1,600 to 2,000 calories a day, and then males should be eating 1,800 to 2,200 a day. And this picture is important because it says recommended food intake by food group. So if you look at a plate, it should have a lot of veggies, some protein, fruit, some grain, and then some dairy. So that's just an important way to balance your meal. So on the back, we have some questions to answer about this. It says, why is it important to look at the serving size? What is the serving size on the food label shown? So if we look, number 1 was all about serving size. So I'm going to write in a complete sentence. It is important to look at serving size to know how much nutrients you're eating. It also has another question. What is the serving size of the food label shown? Serving size 2/3 cup. C for short. Which of the following is considered bad nutrients? Choose all that apply. If you ever see it say choose all that apply, there's probably going to be more than one answer. So remember, we're looking at bad nutrients. So it says bad nutrients are right here. So it's going to be this area. So fat, cholesterol, sodium, carbs, sugar. Is iron one of them? No, iron's down here. That's a good nutrient. So not iron. Calcium? No, calcium's down here. It's also a good nutrient. Cholesterol? Yes, it is. It's in that bracket. So that's a bad nutrient. And then saturated fat. That is also in the bad bracket of nutrients. So it would be 2 there. Cholesterol and saturated fat. What is the percent daily value of calcium that the food displayed on the label has? So let's look for calcium right here. So if we have calcium, which is a good nutrient, if you go over, it says there's 20% of the daily value. So we're going to write 20%. All right. Now it's asking, is the food shown a healthy food or an unhealthy food? Use evidence from the text and food label to support your answer. Okay, so we have to decide if the food that this food label is for is healthy or not. Well, it's pretty low in calories. It has pretty low percentages of the bad nutrients. And what's really selling me that it's a pretty good food is that it has a lot of iron, which is good for you. It has a pretty good amount of calcium, some vitamin C, and some vitamin A. So I think it's pretty good. Also, if you look here, it'll tell you that all these bad are less than the 2,000 or 2,500 calorie diet. So if it's less, then that's a good thing. So I think that this food is healthy. Is healthy because it has a high amount of good nutrients and low bad nutrients. Okay. Which of the following food groups should you eat the most of every day? Which of the following food groups should you eat the most of every day? Fruit, dairy, protein, vegetables. So let's look at that plate picture at the bottom because it's going to help us solve this. So it looks like grains is pretty high and veggies are pretty high. So since grains isn't an option but vegetables is, I'm going to choose vegetables. Vegetables are super good for you. How many calories should you eat each day? Which text feature helped you locate this information? Okay, so I'm going to pretend that I am 12 years old. So my age would be between 9 and 13, and I'm a female. So I need to eat between 1,600 and 2,000. I should eat 1,600 to 2,000. And then it's asking which text feature helped me locate this information. Well, like I said before, this is called a chart. And that is a text feature. And that's what helped me figure that out because it helped me locate the information I needed. I found this on the chart. And that is how you read a nutrition label and the important parts about that. And it's a great skill to have because not only are we learning about nonfiction texts and what good readers do with that, we're also learning facts as we're doing it. So we're also learning about good food and healthy foods. So I'll see you tomorrow for our next lesson. Have a good one.